Hello my fellow hammerheads and welcome to Black Library Reviews Part 5 Warcry Catacombs Blood of the Everchosen. Before we begin, I recommend that you buy and read this story for yourself, because only this way we can support Games Workshop, the Black Library, their authors, and you can enjoy the unabridged story for yourself. As for every new wonderful being watching this, as every video could be someone's first, these videos are meant to be role-played. I don the mantle of a traveler who gathers information about the lore and welcomes you in my newly set up Hammerhead Inn, which is located somewhere in the mortal realms. Now, I won't waste any more of your time, let's begin. I welcome you back into the Hammerhead Inn, my friend. Please, grab yourself something to drink. I will be right with you. I have another report for you, my friend. The report is written by Richard Strachan, and it is not the kind of story you would expect when you see the title. I for myself expected gruesome fights in Varanthrax's Maw between the Khainite Shadowstalkers and the Scions of the Flame Warband. What I got was another beast which nearly devoured all my time until I finished it. I read it as it was released a few moons ago, so please bear with me. The catalyst for the story is the birth of a child in a stormy night, which, in the 8 points, is apparently a sign from the gods. It is said that the child is the son of Archaon, the three-eyed king. There are individuals who heard tales or had visions of this child, and they will hunt and find it for their own purposes. The main protagonists are the untamed beasts, the Scions of the Flame, and the Splintered Fang. Each of them has their own purpose for finding the child. There are other hunters as well, but I won't spoil the surprise for you. The story begins not in catacombs as it is said on Mr. Strachan's report, but in an environment which you would expect from the tales who are told about the fighters of Warcry, out in the open. So, as the story progresses, you learn that these warbands and their characters have far more depth to them than any other characters which you have maybe read before. You learn of their ways, their secrets, their wants, and their fears. They evolve as the quest which they have accepted takes a toll on them as well as on their warband. It becomes a war of attrition on a small scale, up to the point that will get very emotional, as you will see events from multiple perspectives. Everyone has something relatable to them, but you will never know whom to root for. A few moons have passed since I laid those pages down, but I still think about these characters and their relationships and what happened to them. This, to me, makes a great story. But don't let that fool you. They are terrible people, shaped in a terrible land. This begs the question: are the people naturally terrible, or does the world which they live in make them terrible? It makes you think a bit. So they don't know better and live their lives like their savage ancestors. You also learn about their ways and their beliefs in the Chaos Gods, and what they think about Sigmar. It is not a fast book, as the chapters are very long, and that, my friend, in this case, is a very, very good thing, as you can delve deep into the story. There are multiple beginnings, and it is written in a way which ties all those stories together in a natural way. It never feels artificial. The story moves forward, basically on its own, and I don't know how Mr. Strachan has achieved that, but I would pull my cowl up for him. I can just say, I respect him for his work. We have to see if the story will tie in the events which are raging right now. Ulgu and Akshi are changing thanks to Marathi, and as we now know, Teclis is on his way to Shaiish. I don't know how he got his hands on all those informations, but I'm looking forward for future reports of Mr. Strachan as he shows great promise. Maybe he is the canine shadow stalker from which I hoped would have been in the report. Another exceptional thing is that you see everyday Chaos Warband live. When you know how the citizens of a free city of Sigmar live, in this report you will see how humans live in the 8 points. I hope this will help you in your decision what to read in these troubled times. I can recommend it. I'm keen to know what you think about this book. Just leave me a note under my table. I hope you will lend your ear to my stories again. I have many more for you to quench your thirst for knowledge. You just have to listen for the bell, and you will know that I'm here again, waiting for you. Have a good night, friend, and please, stay fantastic. Bye.